Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be discussing my week 7 update with taking Metformin for PCOS. So I didn't really talk much about my cycle, and in the last video for week 6 I didn't remember what day I actually started it, and I don't know how I forgot because I actually started it the day that the recall went out. So that Thursday, that same day was the day, I'm pretty sure it was a Thursday. If it wasn't a Thursday, it was a Friday. But I feel like it was a Thursday for some reason. I don't know why, but either way, that same day that I got the recall information is when I started my cycle. And if I'm forgetting anything, I got a lot going on, so I'll make sure I'll list it at the bottom of the screen as well. My cycle, for the most part, was all spotting. There was one day that there towards the end, I believe it was Monday, that it was a little heavier, but for the most part it was just spotting and just one day of like light bleeding. The only thing only major symptom I had was cramping. I was cramping a lot during it. No real sore boobs or anything like that. I think I did have some cravings. Was it chocolate? I don't remember, but nothing crazy. The major symptom was just the cramping that I was experiencing. So I know you guys watched the last video and you probably want to know like what happened with the recall and all that stuff. So I called the pharmacy on Monday. So this is week 8 now. I'm in week 8 currently, but that was week 7. So in week 7, on Monday, I called the pharmacy and I'm like, hey, I spoke to you guys this date. Any recall, any update on what medication you guys are switching patients to? They said, the pharmacist said, yeah, we have something for you that you can come in now, and if you want to come grab it. I said, okay. So I also called, oh no, I waited. So I went to go pick up the medication, and like I said, the guy told me to go to the consultation line instead of the pickup or drop off. Goes to consultation. So I went to him. I talked to him. I was like, hey, I was just on the phone with you. You told me to come pick up the medication. I gave him my name, my date of birth. He was like, okay, yeah, let me get it ready for you. Actually put that clip now so you can see in real time what happened when I went to pick up the medication. So I'm in the car. I'm on my way to the pharmacy because I told you guys the other day that my medication was recalled. So I just called my pharmacist and they said they had a refill for me. I told you in the previous clip that my Metformin was, sorry for the bumpiness, I'm driving. So my Metformin prescription was recalled. And I told you about the pharmacist and how the first one was dismissive when I called, and then later I did research when I was had the time before I took the medicine, and that I found that my prescription indeed was affected by the recall. So I told him I would give him a call back Monday and see, or them a call back Monday and see if they had a refill for me yet. So he told me to come and pick up a refill. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then after that, I'm going to call my doctor to discuss this with her. Hopefully she's in the office. I'm not sure because due to COVID, everything is, they're doing social distancing in doctor's office too. So they only allow a certain amount of patients in, only a certain amount of doctors and PAs are in. So yeah, I'm not sure she's gonna be there, and if she's not, then I can always leave a message and she'll give me a call back. So yeah, that's where I'm on my way to now. Honestly guys, I'm not gonna lie, I am a little bit nervous about continuing taking it. A little backstory. So since I've been younger, I've always been pretty much pre-diabetic. So I've always been borderline, and that's true to this day. Like I've always been, no matter what weight I was at. Like this started out maybe in middle school, maybe right around I started getting my cycle. So that's how I know for sure. Like I probably had PCOS pretty much since I was since I started having a period. Pretty much when I started getting my period, a few years after that, that's probably when I probably always had PCOS. So if you don't know, one of the side effects of it or symptoms is like insulin resistance or something like that. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a physician, I don't know, and I'm just talking off the top of my head. My mind is really jumbled right now because I'm really tired. Because if I told you before, I finally started my cycle literally like the day before the recall, or the day of the recall, I can't remember which one. So it's not heavy, TMI. It's this pretty much spotting, like that brownish reddish spotting. That's what I'm dealing with right now. But I just feel very fatigued the past few days. So yeah, and like absent-minded, like literally I can't find the words for things. So like I'll be looking directly at like strawberries and I can't say strawberries, or I'll be looking at pineapple and I'm like, what is this called? I know it's a pineapple, but I can't get the words out. So yeah, I'm a little nervous on taking the medicine, because before I took this, I did research to make sure the medicine I was taking wasn't recalled, and it wasn't. But then months going down, or like a month and a half into it, it is now, and I don't know if this next drug will be. So I told myself, you know, I'm just going to pray on it. I'm going to take it again, and if this doesn't work, then I will talk to my physician and we will switch me to something else. I had high hopes that that this was going to aid in multiple things, not just for the PCOS, but to help my sugar levels level out, or insulin levels, whatever it is, and then like hopefully help trigger me losing a little bit of weight, because I am obese. So I've also started Weight Watchers again, and that'll be another video. But my way to the pharmacy, I will let you guys know what happens. He said he wanted to talk to me, like give me a consult. I think he said that. I don't know what that means. I don't know if he's going to ask me some questions, and I gotta write down some stuff. I wanted to go ahead and come out and grab the medicine now before it got too late in the day, because I didn't know when they're going to switch physicians or pharmacists, and then the next pharmacist wouldn't know what I'm talking about. And yeah, so I'm gonna go do that. All right guys, I'm gonna go to this pharmacy, and when I come out, I'll let you guys know what they said. All right guys, so quick recap. This pharmacy, like I've never had an issue, and I'm with this pharmacy ever, but I've never had to get medicine that often either. But either way, whew, I went in there. I had to go to the consultation station, and the doctor was like, hey, how can I help you, blah blah blah. I was like, I was just on the phone with you. My name is Devina. I want to switch out my drugs. He was like, you got the other one? I said, no, I forgot it. He was like, okay, well, let me switch. So he just gave me the bottle of pills, right? You know how they usually give you like the little pamphlet and all that stuff? Well, because this is not like a true refill, he just printed out the same label I had before. So I went right back and I was like, hey, can I get the information regarding what kind of brand this is now, in case I have the same issue? Like, why would I just want to walk out of here empty-handed with no information about the new medicine you gave me after this recall, and after I had to call you guys back to make sure that you did refill my prescription? So either way, he printed me off a little pamphlet, and he told me the lot number, expiration, all that stuff. I mean, I'm still going to be missing some information on there, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, it's still Metformin. He gave me the same amount. So yeah, I'm gonna go home and look up this information and see if it's all checked out, and then call my doctor. Yeah, I went to go pick up the medication. I was like, hey, I just called you guys. I'm picking up my medication. He was like, okay. It took like a minute. He put my sticker on there on the bottle, and the previous bottle was the actual manufacturer bottle in the 90 capsules. It wasn't like the little orange colored bottles that they usually give you. It wasn't one of those. Originally, my original bottle was the branded bottle. This time it was a orange capsule bottle, and he just put the label on it. So he was like, here you go. He said something like, it has the same information as before because you're going to restart this all over again. So it was no need to get a new prescription or something like that. He kind of said it all really quickly. And then I had a question about, I wanted to get some cough drops, and one of them was expired. So he was telling me about that and to go up front to get the coupon or something like that. I was like, okay. So I did that. And when I finished making my purchase, I went back to the pharmacy. I'm like, well, he didn't give me any information on the medication, which you saw. So yeah, he gave me the pill bottle. The pill bottle had my old prescription information on there, the same brand from the first time and everything. He just put it on this new bottle and didn't give me any information on the medication that he just gave me, which I think is I think that might be illegal. I'm still toying with the idea if I should call their corporate regarding this, because I think that's a big issue and a big no-no. And I'm thinking that I don't want to be one of those people, but I just can't imagine how many people went there that day to pick up their medication. Even if they, hopefully they got the medication, because if they called originally, they may have been told that nothing was wrong with the medication if they didn't do more research about it. So you went and you got the medication, and they didn't even give you any information on the medicine that you're taking, which is definitely, I'm pretty sure, is illegal. Like, they have to tell you what they're giving you, what brand, so you need to know the drug facts. It's not the same brand. It's not the same company. And even if it was the same brand, like, you still supposed to give me that information to let me know what I'm taking, right? So he didn't give me that. So I had to go back there. I'm like, hey, can you give me the information on this medicine that you gave me? I can see that the capsules are different and all that stuff, but that's still not telling me what brand it is, in case I run into this information, in case I run into this situation again. I just need to know the information, about the brand, the lot number, all that stuff that I got before. I need to know that again in case I run into the situation going forward with a recall. He was like, oh, okay, no problem. So he just printed out maybe like 4 sheets of paper from whatever information they gave him on the website or whatever the heck he did. He printed out the information, and then he wrote the lot number and the expiration number from the actual bottle that they had, that they took the medicine out of, and put it on a piece of paper. So I was like, well, that's okay, I guess. So I was really surprised by that a pharmacist would actually wouldn't give you the information, the pill information. Like, it just blew my mind. So anyway, so I also, once I got home, I looked up the information from that brand, and it was a different brand than I was taking before, but the new brand actually had a recall in the summer as well. It wasn't on the lot or expiration date that they just currently gave me, but it was still a recall on the brand for the same exact reason, the possible cancer causing agent, NDMA, I believe that's what it's called. So I'm like, okay, what am I going to do now? Do I really want to take this medicine again? So this was Monday. I believe I went off my cycle that Wednesday. So I was still on my cycle, still spotting, or that day I believe I was like light. It was like light bleeding. It wasn't like spotting. The spotting was like, I'm going to pause on that story for a second. The spotting was it wasn't bright red. It was like brownish reddish the whole time. Even when I was wiping, it was like that one day that was a little more heavy. It was a more red color, but for the most part, it was like brown red. And the last few days was more on the red side than brown. So back to the story. So I got the information. I got my car. Then I updated you guys. You already saw that. And then when I got home, I called, when I finally got home, because that day I also caught a flat tire. So I will link that in the cards, that vlog, because I caught a flat tire too that day. It was a crazy day. So once I finally got home, it was later in the evening, so I called my doctor the next day, and I left a message with the receptionist, and I was like, hey, I was calling to talk to this person because I have some questions about the medication or whatever. And I didn't get a chance to talk to my doctor. She called me later that evening, and I had just missed her call because she was supposed to be leaving at 3 and she called me like at 6 p.m. So I had just missed her call because I went to the bathroom, and she basically told me that she is looking up more information regarding the metformin to hold off on taking it, and that she will call me by the end of the week letting me know is there any other medication that she would put me on, a different brand, all that jazz, that we will talk later. And I didn't even get a chance to talk to her and tell her that, hey, I started my cycle or any of that. So like I said, I'm currently now in week 8. So in week 7, I have no update regarding the metformin on what I should do from my actual physician, other than her just telling me to discontinue taking it. Do not take the new medicine either. Yeah, she didn't follow back up with me that week, and I know it's really busy because everything is still spaced out with telemedicine, and they don't let a certain amount of patients in. So today is Monday, and I haven't gotten a call back, so I probably will give them a call this Wednesday, and I will I don't know if I'm going to do a week 8 update. I'm not too sure if I'm going to do one, or I will do another video. But either way, I will update you on whatever update I'll do next for regarding metformin PCOS. I will let you know what the final verdict is, whether it's just a video of me coming and telling you guys, hey, this is what happened. I don't know, but I will definitely update you once I get any information from my practitioner on what I should do going forward, as well as if I decide to take the medicine, because no matter what she says, I have the right to decide whether I'm going to continue taking the medicine or do this holistically or naturally. So yeah, guys, I can't stress to you enough to, if you are dealing with this issue, probably because of, other than the PCOS, you probably gained weight, try your hardest to change your diet and what you're eating and what you're consuming, and advocate for yourself. Because if I never called back the doctor and did more research on myself, then I would have been still taking the medication. And if I didn't go back to get the information on the new medicine, then I wouldn't have known that medicine was discontinued as well. So you just got to advocate for yourself and do your own research, because not all doctors, they don't know everything. That's number one. And not all of them, unfortunately, have your best interest, even though that's their job. Their job is to have their patients as their best interest. So I talked a lot. This will probably be a longer video. I apologize, but I just had to let you guys know what I've been going through with this whole thing. And I will most certainly update you very soon on what I'll plan on doing next and what my physician said in the next video. So like always, I wish all those who are on their TTC journeys nothing but baby dust. I am currently on my fertility journey, so I'm not trying to conceive right now, but I do want to get my cycles regulated and my ovulation regulated, so in the future, when I want to have children, I'm ready and my body is equipped, hopefully, for that. I'm also now tracking through ovulation strips, since I did have that cycle. So I will give you an update once that's all done as well. But again, thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope that you all are doing well. Make sure you advocate for yourself and do your research. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. And like I said, please advocate for yourself. Do your research, okay? I can't stress to you enough. Do your research. Hope all is well, guys, and I will see you in next week's video, or I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.